Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to switch it up a little bit and I'm going to do a video where I'm going to walk you through 5 different French tip looks. I'm going to do it on my long stilettos today and I'm going to start off with the cool colours you need really. So today I am going to be using Shaka from Madame Glam, and I feel like with any good French tip you do need a very nice nude colour, so I feel like it's really good to take a moment to kind of find out which one is your favourite. I feel like we all have different preferences. Some are a bit more milkier, sheer, maybe a bit more pinky, a bit more browny, nudie, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So I personally would highly recommend Shaka and also Food Coma from Madame Glam. Then you want like the best white you can ever have, and for me it's bold white from Madame Glam. You can see the bottle is very dirty. I am almost done with this gel polish bottle. I do have a couple other new ones because I stocked up. It's amazing. It's so good to work with. You see in a moment, so opaque, so easy to work with. As an alternative, I thought I'd also mention you can also get some white gel paint. This is also it's a bit more thicker than a gel polish, but it's also very opaque. The idea here is that you want to use a gel polish that is very opaque so that you don't have to go over the same area a couple of times to get the opacity up, and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm also quite close to being out of my nail art paints as well. Next thing I want to cover is the brush itself. I'm one of those people that once I find a brush that I really like, and I can do basically anything with that brush, but I wanted to show you guys different lengths. I kind of personally prefer like a medium length, so nothing too short but also not too long. So for me it's going to be the one on the left that I just literally love doing anything with. But again, you just want to try out different ones and see which one works out for you. The longer the brush, I feel like they are more nicer to work with when it comes to doing straight lines, but we're not really going to be doing that as much today. We are obviously doing some more curved lines to do the French tips. I do like to wipe my brush with some nail prep cleaner. I get mine from Miley on Amazon. It's like this blue liquid. It's really nice. I like using it to clean my brushes, my plates and everything else. So this stage we're going in with the nude, and I'm going to of course apply it on all of those nails. If you're curious what the Food Coma colour looks like, I've got absolutely a million videos on my channel where I use Food Coma. Anywhere that you see a nude, probably about 4 or 5 months from now in the past, then most likely it's a Food Coma. So check them out and see if that shade is kind of up your alley. But Shaka is my new recent favourite, and I kind of like the kind of sheer jelly look that it has a little bit. So the more layers you apply, obviously the more opacity, and it's gonna get really nice. Right now the first layer is a little bit sheer, but with the second it gets so much better. I'll show you that process as well now. So this is the second coat. It's so nice. I really like it. I do have to say though, Food Coma is probably still my absolute favourite. For some reason that shade would just work with any colour that I was ever working on, no matter what the design was, not just French tips. But this one is a close second. I'm just kind of trying to switch it up at the moment. I've been doing Food Coma for so long, and I'm pretty sure I might even be out of it, to be honest. I just haven't picked up for a while that I don't even know anymore if I even have it or not. But this one does the job anyway, so very nice. And this one is a little bit more on the pinkier side compared to Food Coma. Food Coma is a bit more on the brownie side, if you're curious as well and don't want to go and check out my other videos. So once we are done with that one, that will go into the lamp, and I will be going through step by step every single design. I've got 5 today, and I'm doing all sorts of different ones, like a V shape, an outline of a French tip, and anything in between pretty much. Right, so I'm going to place the white on my palette, and I am going to take my brush and I'm going to run all the bristles through the white gel polish. So you really want to coat your brush fully with the white. You don't want any areas that won't have any gel polish. That way you're avoiding any like patchiness or any areas where the brush is just not going to like go. Like the gel, does that make sense? Like your brush needs to be fully covered, because otherwise if it's not, as you're doing your lines, there may be little areas where you've scraped your brush and it just didn't provide any gel polish there. So we are going to start off with some outlines first. I'm kind of following the line of the nail here, so I'm just doing this diagonal line right from the top right to the bottom. If you're finding this part difficult, this is where you might want to bring out your slightly longer brush and do those lines. Then I'm doing the line where I want the lowest part of my smile line to be, and at this stage I am connecting those lines now together to create that smile line. So you want to do the connection on both the left and the right, then that way you've got yourself kind of like an outline of where you want that curved smile line to be. And this is one where the smile line kind of was quite low, and as I was doing it, I just kept feeling like I was trying to perfect that smile line, so I kept kind of bringing it up a little bit more, and I'm actually kind of happy I did, because I feel like everyone has a preference, and for this one in particular, I kind of like mine a bit longer, higher, like the smile line to be higher, so there's more of a white tip going on. But then you want to colour it in. I do only show you guys doing me the one coat, but as you can see with this white gel polish, it's like amazing. You could absolutely get away with the one coat. We all know that French tips are just a nightmare to do anyways. They just take so much effort to do. So if you're able to get away with just doing it in one go, perfecting it, popping it in Stamp and you're done, then that's literally such a win. Nothing worse than doing something you know, not that we hate it, but it just takes so much time and precision and everything, and you want every single nail to look the same. Nothing worse than doing it and having to go over it again just to get the opacity and everything up right. So this day, you know, you can just play about with it and just perfect the line as much as you want. Right, on to the next nail. This one, I'm doing something very similar to the first one, but I wanted it a little bit lower, and I didn't want the French tip lines to be like right at the top of the nail bed. So I'm kind of starting a little bit lower, and we are going to repeat the same look. So when you put those two French tips together, they do look different. They have a different kind of look to them. This one's obviously naturally just going to be a bit lower because I did the smile line a bit lower, but also it just doesn't go right to the top. It just looks completely different. It's a bit more of like, this one is given a bit more, you know, when there was this trend where you get the jelly stamper and you put some white gel polish on it and then kind of like dip it into the tip of the nail to create a French tip. This is basically the look that this design is giving. The other one looks like a proper full-on French tip to me anyways. So if you want to be efficient, you can grab your brush from the bottle like I have here now and just colour in the tip. And then I like to just go in with the nail art brush near the sides just to not ruin the smile line if I'm happy with it. That will then go into the lamp for a cure. Now we're on to the third. So with this third is one that I love the look of but always absolutely hate doing. This is the one where we're going to actually outline a French tip. So this one is difficult because you have to kind of get it right. Not necessarily in one go. I mean, if you're good with cleanup, then this is absolutely, you know, you'll just have to clean it up. But as long as you've got the main look of it, you can just clean it up around and perfect the line as much as you want, or just wipe and try again. This has taken me a little while, and I was considering different methods on how to kind of break it down into steps, but this one is a little bit hard to do. Really, so I mean, unless you wanted to do those, I don't know, it's just a lot of cleanup. I was going to say, if you repeated the step at the start of the video, the very first nail, but not coloured in the tip, then and just did all the cleanup, that maybe would have worked for you. But once you get that smile line outlined pretty much, the rest of this nail is very, very simple. You just want to drag your brush down the sides of the nail and you basically get yourself like a French tip outline. It's literally the same method as well if you were to have the different shapes as well. So if it was a square or a coffin or any different shapes, you would literally do the exact same thing. Alrighty, now that one is done, I'm going to go ahead and do a V-shape French tip. So I don't actually feel like I've seen the V-shape French tip in a very long time. I feel like they've just completely went out of fashion, or what has happened. They are very cutesy too, and I'm sure like anything, they will come back one day. But in case you wanted to know how to do that one, it's very simple. You basically just, well, I'm using I think it's the same pretty much with a square or any shape as well, but you just drag in your brush from the sides downwards, as very similar to the very first outline of the French tip we did at the start of the video, but you kind of want to bring it in a little bit more just so you can have a bit more space to colour in the sides, so it's a bit more of a thicker line. And yeah, you just connect them together and it's just a quick 2-liner, and you just want to colour in the sides and you've got yourself a V-shaped French tip and you're good to go. This one's quite easy, very quick. The only trouble you might have is trying to get the tip at the bottom center, so that might require like a quick swipe or 2 or 3, depending, as the moment you get it in the center, that'll be fine. Or you can even create yourself a little dot where you need those 2 lines to connect at, so that you've got your little point in the center. Right, now we are on the 5th nail. This nail I love doing. I do it not too often, but it is one of my more favorites because it's more of like a I don't know, a bit more of a fun French tip look. So here we are going to do a half French tip, believe it or not. So envision doing a French tip, but just do half. So I am going to colour in the right hand side of this one. So it's basically just a line down the centre up to where you want your smile line to begin, and then just curve half a circle pretty much to the side, then colour in the right hand side of it. You could do obviously the other way too, you could do the left hand side as well. You just have to do the smile line twist, or the half circle to the left. After that one is done, you then want to do another line next to it, but enough where there's obviously the nude in between, but you also don't want it at the same length, so slightly shorter. Do the line, and then you want to get yourself a dotting tool, and this is the bit where you can really customize it. You can do dots, you can do a heart, you can do a star, you can stamp something down, put a sticker down, whatever you feel like doing, and that will be basically it. I am going to show you guys all 5 together here. Here is what they look like. Hope you guys liked it. I hope it was helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments. A bit more of a different video than usual on my channel, but yeah, if you guys liked it, if you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!